How many of you remember this guy? This is a friend, or you can call him a brother to Mosako, the guy that was deported to Guinea by Gambian immigration officers. This story have created a lot of spark around the social media because according to a lot of people, they said Mosako have only known Gambia and Sierra Leone as his home. Because when Mosako was in Sierra Leone, immediately after the civil war, Mosako lost the father. And the uncle have to brought Mosako from Sierra Leone to Gambia, where he has been staying all his life. And unfortunately, when Mosako lost the uncle, life become miserable for Mosako. Then he happens to fall in the hands of Gambia immigration officers because he has no document. Now he has been deported to Guinea. Some family members, according to what we got on social media, the sister said she is worried because Mosako only knows two places, that is Gambia and Sierra Leone, and he has never been to Guinea, and he has not been able to get in touch with Mosako since he has been deported to Guinea. This story have created a lot of spark. Some people are blaming Gambian immigration officers, some people are blaming the guy, but we have somebody here who is actually going to clear the doubt for us, and this is the story. All right, so my brother, I'm very happy to meet with you. First of all, I want you to introduce your name to the public.
My name is Santigi Amadou Sise. People normally call me Saslo the Emperor.
Okay, your name is Santigi Amadou Sise. People normally call you what?
Saslo the Emperor.
Okay, Saslo the Emperor, whatever, if I get it clear. So, you called me today whilst I was in the gym, and you told me that you watched the video I made about Mosako, and there is something you want us to you want to share with us, so that people who are in doubt, the Gambians, the Sierra Leoneans who are casting blame on one side, will actually know about the truth. First of all, I want you to tell us, what do you know about Mosako?
Thank you, Mr. Omosandi,
okay,
for bringing us this particular initiative,
okay,
from certain issues that are going on across the globe,
okay,
especially for Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
I know a little bit about Mosako.
Okay.
His popular name is Pastor.
Pastor.
That's the popular name people used to call him in Gambia here.
Okay.
In Sierra Leone, his name is Mosako.
Mosako.
There was a time when I live in Bundumbansaba.
Okay.
We stay in the same place, and he started explaining to me concerning about Sierra Leone issues.
Okay.
And that's the time I intervened into the topic.
Okay.
So he asked me where I came from.
Okay.
I said I came from the village,
okay,
Safroko.
Okay.
He said, who is your father? I said, my father is Mr. Andrew Allen. He said, that's the popular name they call my father. I said, wow. He said, what is the brother of Mr. Allen? I said, his twin brother is Mr. Emerson Sise.
Okay.
So he asked me, are you truly sure of what you are saying? I said, yes, I'm sure of what I'm saying. He said, okay, no problem. He said, do you know Mr. Julius Sise? I said, yes. He's the elder brother of my father. He stay at Waterloo. He's the principal for Ahmadiyya Senior Secondary School at Fumai. So he said, wow. He said, you are my brother. I said, no, I don't believe that. He said, trust me, you are my brother. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. Then I said, okay, well, now tell me a little bit about the family, about the Sise family. And that's the time he started explaining about the family, and all the names he called, they are my brothers, they are my family, especially my uncles and my cousins. So you call their names, especially the one that he lived with here before ever the auntie passed away, because the person that brought him here is my uncle's wife.
Okay, your uncle's wife.
Yes.
Because we are told, according to the report we got on social media, that this guy was brought here by the uncle after he lost his father during the Civil War.
He lost his father during the Civil War in Sierra Leone, and the wife of my uncle brought him here with.
So it was not the uncle, it was the wife of the uncle that brought him here.
Yes.
Okay.
And she traveled to America.
Okay.
They brought them here. They are two in numbers.
Okay.
They brought them here to travel to America. Unfortunately, the program is not going further, so they end up to stay in Gambia, continue their education. Then,
so you are trying to say this Mosako also spent some time in Gambia going to school?
Yes.
Okay.
It's because due to the information that I got from him,
okay,
he continues his education in Gambia here, secondary,
okay,
and on to university level.
Okay. So now you've explained a little bit now, because what I read here was they said life become miserable for Mosako after he lost the uncle in the Gambia. Tell us what actually this miserable life like. What was Mosako into?
Actually, Musa become depressed.
Okay.
Become depressed because due to the explanation I got from other people, they said that Musa was living a comfortable life during the time when his auntie is alive.
Okay.
He's living a good life, going to school at the end. So some of his friends and relatives in Gambia, especially the Gambians and Sierra Leoneans, decide to help him get married to a Sierra Leonean lady.
Okay.
And they even have a child, a baby girl. So they have a child. At the end of it all, what they see, the way how Mosako is behaving, started drinking alcohol, moving, going up and down, don't even take care of himself. People started calling him a different name, because then there was a name they call him, and that name is not even favor me, because
what's the name?
They used to call him Solegi.
Solegi.
I don't know what does it mean.
Solegi, is that
is a Gambian language.
Whoever, if you're a Gambian, please, Solegi, right? What's the name of Solegi? Please drop it in the comment section.
So they started calling him Solegi. That name I don't even know the meaning of the name. Yes. So I asked him. There was a time I asked him. I said, Bibo, what is the name of Solegi? What is the meaning? He said, bro, let's forget about it. Left these Gambians. That's the name they used to call me.
Okay, so you are trying to say Mosako became depressed due to life expectancy. The life he was living before, life turned upside down and he cannot control it. So I want to ask now that when Mosako got married, was he still drinking or being into the same life?
No, due to the interview, because I interview a lot of people, especially some of his friends that attend. They all attend in Gambia here. I asked a lot of them. They told me that no, during the time he was in school, and even when he finished his education, he get married. He was living a normal life. A normal life. So there was a time they just see all of the sudden his life
things happen again.
Yes.
All right. So now, from the way you observe Mosako, we are meant to told, according to the report I saw on social media, that he was teaching in a private school.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you saying that during the depression, Mosako cannot continue the teaching? He was no more teaching, or was he sacked from the school where he was teaching?
Like I was saying, because I was not in Gambia. Okay. So I interview a lot of people so that they can tell me a lot of things about Mosako. Okay. I asked them, they tell me, they say yes. Mosako was teaching a private school. He was a teacher at the private school, and just because of the life change, the system is moving right now, it's not good, and they decide to sack him, and they decide to make his own self-employment. We are in teaching people's houses to
like
houses.
A syndicate, private classes.
Yes. Okay. It's taking a little bit of time, like 1 hour of of this child, and he moved to another house. That's how he moved in Gambia here, just for him to have a survivor, because no one help him, no one cares about him, and even the family at home don't even know whether he's alive or not. Not even know. So
the current, what is the current life you know from Mosako before he was deported? When last did you see him?
I see him at let me say I saw him at LK Sirikunda. That time I was training for this Nawentan competition. I was training. He called me. I was inside the field. He called me. He said, "Saz." I said, "Yeah." So I turn. I see him. I say, "Hey, Bibo, what's up?" He said, "Yeah." "How are you?" He said, "I'm cool." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm just moving around." And since then, I continue my training. After training, I asked my colleagues, "Hey, bro, so where is my brother here? The man that was standing here." He said, "That man is gone." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." Okay,
so since Mosako, you find out that he was depressed, as a friend, as a brother, did you ever advise him to go home?
Several times. Okay. And not only me, I call a lot of people. I can names. Okay. I can call names like Auntie Abi. Okay. Is one of them, and also there was a friend called Mr. Bangua. Okay. People normally call him Odofo. Okay. I talked to these two people to talk to pastor to return back home, even to provide for him a transport for him to go home. I will do that. I will provide a transport for him, just for him to return back to Sierra Leone. Okay. I will give him the number, my father's number, and some of his brothers. Especially Alusain, the one he was staying here with during the time when their auntie is in America, the one that brought them here. I said I will give his number for you to call these people so that they can receive you back as a son, as a brother at home. Okay. So he said, no problem. So he started. He never responded to me. Only time I bring, I said, no, bro. Now they have already paid me. So what is the next step? Let's go. He said, no.
We have alcohol, and we have marijuana, and we have kush. Which of this one is suspected that Mosako was into?
No, he's my brother actually. The truth needs to be speak, right?
Yeah.
Bro. Mosako. Okay. I only know him to drink alcohol. he don't smoke.
Okay.
Even
none
I
of
was
these
taking
foods,
kush,
Okay.
marijuana, all this stuff. No.
But he was actually severely drinking.
Yes.
All right. So now, but since the time that Musa Kabo have spent in Gambia and what you know about him, can he speak any of the language in the Gambia?
Of course. He can speak the Wolof.
Okay.
And even the Maninka.
Okay.
He speaks a little bit of Fula because he has been in Gambia, mingled with living with different people in Gambia. So he speaks some of these languages, especially these 3 languages, because the way the time, if I can remember the time we are going to the market, I can see him interact with people at the market, communicate with them too from their languages they can understand.
All right, because I talked with one Gambian immigration officer about the deportees that were deported in Guinea, and he said all of the people that were deported were having 0 document, no document at all. Some of them, they even asked them to present their Sierra Leonean document to identify, okay, if you don't have the Gambian permit, but at least show out your Sierra Leone identity or your Guinean identity, and they have no document at all, and Musa Kabo was among them. Do you know anything that anything about the documentation of Musa Kabo, whether when he was there he has Gambian permit or any Sierra Leone document?
Due to the documents,
okay,
concerning about he explained to me a little bit the time we are close.
Okay.
He explained to me, and even some of his documents he removed them. We are inside the house, inside room.
Okay.
He even removed some of his documents the time we are trying to pack the place to make the place decent. He removed some of his documents, especially his passport, civilian passport, and his secondary school ID card, and some of the permits and some other documents that he has been taken from Gambia here. So he provides some of these documents. He said, hey, bro, look, this is my document. I said, wow. So it has been a while you have been in Gambia right now. He said, yes. So I told him, bro, you have stayed in Gambia for long. Return back home. He said, okay, no problem. As far as you are around with me, don't worry, I will go back home. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. I said, okay, I will talk to Auntie Abby and the others for you to return back home. He said, okay. Yes, obviously, you have documents. You have Sierra Leonean passport.
Okay.
You have Gambia school ID card.
Okay.
And even the residential permit.
Okay.
I will not lie. I only see one.
Okay.
Because I don't know if he
has another one.
But the only one I saw is one.
Okay.
Because he told me that he was adopted by Gambian people.
Okay.
And that's what he told me.
Okay.
Because sometimes when we are moving, he used to direct me, hey, Saz, this one is my relative. He's the one that helped me in Gambia here doing some other stuff. He's the one that adopted me here. All this stuff, so he explained to me. I said, okay, no problem. So I normally used to greet them, then I go my own way.
So I think we've got enough, because one thing we are able to pick up from this interview, number one, Musa Kabo was depressed, and you and I know what depression is. When people know, like people always say, living a lifestyle is actually not the problem, but be able to maintain the lifestyle is actually the problem. And wise people keep saying the higher you go, the harder you fall. So the more you go up, pray you don't fall, because if you fall, you'll fall harder than the one who is already down. So what is your message to Sierra Leoneans and the Gambians? Because Musa Kabo was deported as a result of no document on him. I believe even if he has those documents, it's either those documents are at home, he was not able to provide them. He was not, because one thing that baffles me is, there's one thing I learned in Gambia. They can understand when you can speak the tribe. They pay more attention to you. If Musa Kabo can speak the Madinka, the Wolof, and even if the documents were expired, how comes he was not able to express himself, even in the local language, explain himself? Or is it that he's trying to say they didn't give him listening ears, which I cannot believe it was true, or it is not true because I was not there. But I think it has to do more with depression. It's very, very bad. Life expectancy, when you are expecting things and they do not work, or when you are living a particular lifestyle and definitely it happens to change down. What is the advice you are giving to Sierra Leoneans living in Gambia about the permit?
I want to talk to my fellow Sierra Leoneans. Let me say, especially with the foreigners in Gambia, Nigerians, all nationality. I want to encourage everybody, and I want to appeal to everybody. Let's go out there and collect the permit, because it's very important. Very, very for you not to face an embarrassment in Gambia, because I think that's the only problem some of really youth have with the Gambian government or the immigration. Without those documents, I don't think you can have any problem with the Gambian government.
Right.
If you have your residential permit, there is no need for you. There is no need for a police to harass you. As far as they ask you, you provide it.
You provide it. You provide.
Provided if you don't have anyone, at that time you were facing embarrassment. But if you can speak the local language of Gambia, which is the Wolof or the Maninka, I believe that they can set you free for the moment. They will tell you next time, try to take your permit, then you can go. They will leave you. So I want to talk, I want to encourage all my Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters, fathers, all everybody. As far as you are Sierra Leonean, please let's go out there and collect the permits. It's just $8.50.
Okay.
After you pay your permit, you can go to Bakau and collect it back. Even though this year it was like that because the permit is not even.
All right. One last question. There is something that's actually almost an outbreak in Gambia, which is the ratio of the drug intake, drug trafficking, and drug taking, which is the kush. What is the message you are sending to Sierra Leoneans? Because there are a lot of Sierra Leoneans. The reason why I'm using it as a case study is because I normally don't do this. Let it be like it's coming from another youth outside there that care. What are you saying to those drug traffickers? What are you saying to those who are taking kush? And a lot of them have been sent to Mile 2. What are you saying to all foreigners, more especially Sierra Leoneans?
Thank you, Mr. Omosandi.
Okay.
Like I was saying at the first place, okay. Thank you for bringing this initiative to expose some of these things out there to educate for those who don't know. Right. I want to talk to my fellow youth in Gambia, both male and female, because there is no perfection in humanity. I want to talk to my fellow youth. Please, let's stop taking these things. Because as for me, I mingle with different people, and I can moving around in Gambia with different communities. I can see what my fellow youth are going through. So I want to talk to my fellow youth. Please, don't take something that can destroy your life.
Exactly.
Kush is not good. We can see our brothers in Sierra Leone.
How are you
some of our brothers? How many people that are dying there?
How many people that have been buried in one grave one day?
And when you look at this youth, they are well potential. They have talent. They are good. Because people used to say, we the youth, we are the future leaders for our country. Exactly. But now, we the youth, we are destroying our country. Especially in Gambia here, the bad reputation of Gambia here is brought by the youth, especially this kush.
All right. So, all right, I want to thank you very much, first of all, for showing up. And this, it means a lot. Like I keep telling people, information is education and misinformation is confusion. I want to give a kudos to you for bringing out this slide, at least sharing the story part of Mosako. But at least we know now what happens. And you and I know what depression can cause. It happens to a lot of people, a lot of foreigners in different countries. When you are depressed, you don't even care about your document, your lifestyle, what you need to do, your do and don't. Sometimes you're not even by yourself. So even if you happen to fall in the trap of police officers, immigrations, that's how a lot of people are deported in their country because of depression. And I think what more has to do with Musakabo issues that there is this kind of thing of like, he lost it definitely. He totally lost it, because where you can speak the language and you're not able to express yourself at all, comparing to the numbers of years you have stayed in this country, I think I definitely agree with you that he was depressed. And there's a message outside there to all Sierra Leoneans. I keep saying this. A lot of una know me. I know they take or involved in anything we get to do with disorderly behavior, corruption, halala. So if you want you and I to be friends, probably, because a lot of una can complain, bro, people are in Mile 2, why you don't go and interview them? I don't have time for lawlessness people, because as you see me already, my appearance, you think I am lawless, but trust me, I try to stay away from those things. So as our brother have said, please go get your document. Whatever you're doing, get your permit. It's as cheap as $850. Somebody was asking for the conversion. That's around $280,000 or $90,000 in Sierra Leone currency. Okay, go get it. And please, to the drug traffickers, stop doing that. And please, to the drug takers, stay out of kush taking. And thanks for watching. Please hit the comment section and join our WhatsApp verified channel for all information info. Subscribe, like, follow, and you're welcome.
Power to the people.
Follow, like, comments, and subscribe for more.